In the early days of the cooperative, the line worker profession was certainly not the safest or easiest occupation.
Line workers overall, when they first started, it was brutal work, a lot of hand manual labor. They had set poles by hand, dig the holes by hand, you know, and climb the poles. It got to be a lot of back-breaking work for those guys.
So I saw them build the first lines, and the first poles that they dug and was out here in south of Maple Lake, and they were dug by hand. And Mother was always scared when I come home from school. She says, "Don't you get too close to those holes that you fall in." That was in the fall of 1937.
In spite of the challenging nature of this work, the Rural Electrification Administration continued to make progress throughout the 1940s with its mission to bring electricity to rural homes across the U.S. One by one, lights were coming on across the countryside.
I do remember it because it was such a exciting day. It was in the spring, and I'm thinking I was probably 4, and that would have been 1940. I actually lived in a new house, and there was a new barn on the farm. And a house had been built in 1934, and people knew electricity was coming. So our house and barn were wired for electricity. So as soon as we got the power, we had lights.